for some I ain't never let know.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burt, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And checking out some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And the Oakland starting 5. We've got Barnes, the monster out there with Russell. Then there's Slim, and it's Houdini at the power forward position. And for Toronto, we've got the Doctor. Get out there with the great one. Then there's Davis. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. 2 of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Slim, no good. Here's Toronto. Jenkins, the pass to the great one. Down low. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
Slam, good.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
Three-pointers off the mark. Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against New Orleans. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
First one falls for him. So he gets them both.
Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
Inside. Here's the Doctor. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul. First team.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now. So solid numbers in that department.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Barnes outside. Pass to Slim. Now Russell. 5 on the clock. Oakland needs to get off a shot here. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Slim's got 7.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's the doctor, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Houdini. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Slim passes to Houdini. Shoots from the right block. The shot is good off the backboard.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Jenkins. Here's the doctor. Davis with a screen on Russell. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Outside Russell. Pass to Houdini. Outside Russell. Here's Houdini. And Oakland hits again from deep.
Exactly the kind of start you're looking for. They are 4 for 5 out of the gates.
Toronto trails by 7. It's picked off. And now Oakland on the break. On up the court. And the slam dunk by Russell.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's the doctor against New Orleans, who is really on his game. Here's the great one. He's guarded by Russell. Clock is at 3. The 3. Jenkins can't get it to go. Oakland leading by 9. Here's Slim, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And now that we are well past the halfway point of the season, DB, what are you most looking forward to?
I think, Kevin, this is the first time of the year where you start to consider, well, I'll tell you, the playoff positioning is starting to take shape. The potential first-round matchups become intriguing. I can't wait to see how things end up.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. Here's the doctor. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Here's the screen. And that one is stuffed right through.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. So it's Oakland now, after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Slim, and it's off from three-point range. Toronto trails by 8, and Jenkins throws it down.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now, here is Russell. Last time, 14 points for him. Slim passes to Barnes.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Melo's checked in for the doctor.
Checking in for Toronto, number 8, Melo.
Toronto on defense. They trail by 6. Houdini passes to Slim. 4 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. He's off on that one.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And out of bounds as Oakland gains possession. The captain's checked in for Houdini. Oakland leading by 6. Pass to Slim. Here's the monster. Barnes outside. 6 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Russell from long range. Oakland again can't hit. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here. And Jenkins throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's the captain. His last outing, he had 8 points. Outside, Russell. Here's Slim. And the dunk by Barnes.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Here's the great one. It's good from long range.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Oakland leading by 3. Pass to Slim. Russell against Davis. Some nice passing by Oakland here. Here's the monster. Here's Slim. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Boy, they've done a good job overcoming his offensive struggles. He's got to be very thankful for his teammates.
For Oakland, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. The monster passes to the captain. To the left wing. Pass to Russell. There's the 3. Toronto grabs the miss.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Oakland making a switch here. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
Pulls up on the wing. Perez with the rebound.
Oh, you can see he's kicking himself for missing that open mid-range. That's right in his wheelhouse.
1:56 left in the first quarter. Jenkins dishes to Melo. Bangs home the trifecta. And Toronto leads by 2.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
Pass to the monster. Here's Goose. Clock at 6. Here's the captain. Nothing on the board. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Count the basket.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
A moment now to see the numbers for the kid. He's right around 9 points a night, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Here's Wolf. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. No doubt, Jaylen Brown is one of the most gifted isolation scorers in the league right now, Doris.
He is one of those guys, Kevin, that you do not want to be defending on an island. Jaylen Brown is an elite athlete, but he is also a 3-level scorer, which makes him almost impossible to handle.
And the first one drops. The doctors checked in for Toronto. Both shots good from the stripe. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Pass to the captain. Out to the right wing. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Driving to the basket.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Jacks up a 3. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Toronto with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Toronto.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Jay out there with Davis. Then there's the doctor. And it's the Wizard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Houdini. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
To the paint. A steal. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Pass to Melo. It's good. Melo's got 5 now. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. To the inside. Melo with the steal. Fast break Toronto. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Pass to Goose. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And here's another update on the All-Star voting. Just a couple of days left now to cast your ballot.
Yeah, and it's coming down to the wire now, Kevin. A tense time for some of these players.
You look at Jenkins. He's there in the top 10 in the Eastern Conference voting. The fans have really gotten behind him.
And that's the way it should be. Kevin, you could make a case that he should be a starter, but there's just so many great players in the East. Just being in the top 10 shows how much respect the fans have for him.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. Barnes, he's checked in for Oakland. And he sinks the second. Here's the captain. He has yet to score. Pass to Russell for the three, and he's good on the three ball.
Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. An opportunity here to go to the 2K leaderboard and see who's been the hottest of the hot at the small forward position for the past month. Now you look at the doctor, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
You know, call him whatever you want. The bottom line is he just finds a way to score. And when he gets going, he can tear the rest of the NBA to shreds.
And it doesn't take all that much to get him going. Just the smallest nudge, and he's ready to go off. He is right on the list with all the hugely gifted small forwards we've seen in this league over the years.
For Oakland, they've shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. The first free throw is good, and Toronto making a change here. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Toronto leading by 3. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's the great one. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Fires from the wing. Oakland grabs the miss.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
One of the things that you know when you miss free throws is you're giving the team opposite you all the momentum. You're failing to capitalize on their mistakes.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for the doctor. Averaging about 22 points per, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
That one drops. He ties it up. That one is no good.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. The captain passes to Russell. A 3-ball. In it goes. That's his 3rd bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Toronto, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. There's a good screen to the paint. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And now Oakland on the break. The captain with the bucket. And Oakland leads by 3. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Oakland?
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's the great one. He picked up 12 points in their last win against New Orleans. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. They get it back. The doctor. And Barnes sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And Toronto making a change here. Jenkins checked in. Oakland making a switch here. Swiped away. Here's Wolf. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Here's the great one. After the basket by Oakland on the other end.
How about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding.
They get it back, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Pass to Perez. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. Swin pulls it in.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's the monster. Hasn't made one yet. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Oakland grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Pass to Wolf. Barnes controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now it's a 9-point Oakland lead.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, the NBA has style. Commissioner Adam Silver said this is a unique league. It's also a lifestyle brand. There's a strong association with music, fashion, culture, and also art. And the way to grow the sport is to appeal beyond those who are hardcore basketball fans. That's where our success has come. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, but we sure love those die-hard fans, don't we? Thank you, Allie. Out of bounds as Oakland keeps possession. Melo's checked in for the great one. And Oakland with the change here, too. Goose, he's checked in for the kid. So it's Oakland now. They lead by 7. Here's Barnes. That one rolling around and rims out. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Pass to the monster. And there's the try. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
For Oakland, they've gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. Davis has checked in for Toronto. Houdini's checked in for Oakland. Toronto trails by 10. Pass to Melo. It's tipped. Oh, and the dunk by Melo.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Here's Goose. Down low, here's Houdini, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Toronto's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Jenkins with it. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. To the middle, here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Oh, terrific pass right there. Your teammate just walks right into it.
Pass to Slim. Here's Goose. Still without a basket. Here's the monster. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots it. Toronto grabs the miss.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
And so it's Oakland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Coach Kerr. And Steve, what's your assessment of that first half of play-in? Any changes in mind?
We'll see. We have to adjust during the game if we see something that's hurting us. But I thought the defense was pretty solid overall. We'll see how it goes from here.
Okay, more of the same. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Hello and welcome, basketball fans. The first half coming to an end with a deficit for Toronto.
I'm impressed they're still in this. They've done some good things tonight, but the three-point shooting is not one of them.
And that could bode well for them in the second half.
Changing gears a little now, guys, what do you make of the All-Star voting results so far?
Well, it's always an honor to be selected, especially if it's your first All-Star game. It's just a sign of respect.
And some newbies trying to make their case. A couple of great candidates out there trying to close strong. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Slim having a dominant impact in this game.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
Toronto trails by 6, and on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. The monster out there with Russell. Then it's Barnes. Then it's Houdini. And it's Slim in at the 3 spot. Pass to Houdini. Inside. And the dunk by Barnes.
Put a little extra on that one, didn't he? Nice play by the fella.
Greg, I thought for a moment the defender was going to cut him down, but it didn't happen.
Wow.
Drains the three-pointer. He's got 5.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Pass to Houdini. Barnes the screen. To the middle, got a piece of it. Houdini passes to Russell. Shot clock at 5. Oh!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons This team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's the doctor. He's got 8, and he goes in for the dunk.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Here's Houdini, lays it up off the glass. Houdini's got 13.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Now here's Jenkins. He's got 6. Pass to the doctor. Here he goes, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Oakland leading by 3. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Some nice passing by Oakland here. Here's the lob to the hoop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Down low. Here's the great one. He's guarded by Russell. Here's the great one. From outside, off the mark.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And it's denied. The bounds as Oakland keeps possession. And so Steve Kerr tries to call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. He's checked in for Toronto. Then for Oakland, the kid comes in for Slim, and the captain subbed in for the Monster. Here's the captain. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Pocket 6. Barnes outside. Oakland again can't hit. Toronto trails by 5. The doctor passes to the great one. Here's the doctor. He's got 12.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Pass to Barnes. Here's the captain. Takes a 3. Connects from 3-point range. The captain's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
And they call an illegal screen here. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto on Monday, then on Saturday.
And for that game against Chicago, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick'em game, depending on how they play.
Pass to Houdini. Count that bucket. And now it's a 10-point Oakland lead.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And here is Jenkins. Now Davis trying to end the drought. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Pass to Wolf. Here's Houdini. 17 points in the game. driving in and out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And let's see the leading three-point teams in the NBA.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
And Toronto making a change here. Melo's checked in. Here's Jenkins. He has 6. Pass to Perez. Here's the doctor. Here's Davis. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's the captain. He has 5. They set the screen. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Goose. It's hauled in by the doctor. Toronto trails by 5. Pass to Jenkins. Here's the doctor. This one for 3. That one doesn't go, but he's still shooting 50%. 5 of 10. Here's Goose. No scoring in this one. Over to the left wing. Offensive rebound. Out to Russell.
Hey, yo, right here.
Goes back up, and it's blocked. Out of bounds as Oakland keeps possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
The Monsters checked in for Oakland. Here's Russell. 8 points for him. Oakland again can hit. Now Jenkins, and Jenkins throws it down.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Oakland.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Here's the captain. He has 5. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Davis? First in blocks, and not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
He has been a human highlight reel all season long. Clearly the best shot blocker in the game right now, and he has the numbers to back it up. The great ones checked in for Toronto. Pass to Jenkins. Now here's Melo. And here is Jenkins. He's got 9 for the lead. Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
There's the screen. Pass to Goose. Oakland again can hit. Here's Toronto now. They've scored 10 straight. Melo passes to the great one. Jenkins with it. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. 6 to shoot. Here's the great one. He's guarded by Russell. So they take the lead. And it's a 3-point Toronto lead.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
You've got to take a timeout, take a breath, and come up with a plan for how to stop this guy.
Slim, he's checked in for Goose. Toronto on defense. It's a three-point game. Pass to the captain. Back to Russell. To halt the run. Sinks the three-pointer. The Monsters got 5.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long. And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Pass to Wolf. To the paint. It's stolen by Jenkins. Fast break Toronto. Goes up. And Jenkins throws it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's the captain. He has 5. And Oakland hits again from deep.
Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep if you leave him that open. My goodness.
Here's the great one. 8 points for him. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's his first trip to the line.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
The first one falls. Davis is checked in for Jay. Then for Oakland, Barnes, he's checked in for the kid, and Houdini subbed in for Russell. That one falls, so he hits both of them. So it's Oakland now. Pass to Slim. Here's the captain. Some nice passing by Oakland here. Here's Houdini. He's got 17. 4 on the clock. Stolen. Fast break Toronto. Here's the great one. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And boy, he gets a great jump on the rest of the field there and just leaves them behind.
You love the awareness, the decisiveness. Great job there.
Pass to Slim. Out to the wing. Houdini passes to the captain. Here's Slim. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Toronto with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
He's picking us apart, right? Guy cuts behind you down the lane. Miscommunication there. They're cutting behind us. So we got to get solid defensively.
Well, clearly, Greg, he's not happy with his team's aggressiveness on the defense. Clearly, Steve calling his team out on it.
Yeah, gently asking for them to pick it up. They're going to need to if they want to win this one.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Wizard out there with the great one. Then there's the doctor. And there's Davis. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. The great one passes to the doctor. Here's the great one. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Barnes. Here's the monster. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And that one misses. Toronto's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15.
Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Here's the captain. A shot off that time. Davis sets a screen. And Davis throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Barnes outside. Pass to the monster. Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Davis. To the inside. The monster. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
He had a nice open look right there. The great ones got the lead up to 7 now for Toronto.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And the timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Oakland making a switch here. Russell's checked in. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. 6 to shoot. Shots good by the doctor.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here is Slim. Outside, Russell. Down low. Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Pass to the doctor. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Oakland trails by 4. Here's the monster. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Mello pass to the doctor. And out of bounds is Oakland gains possession. For Oakland, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Barnes passes to Houdini. To the middle. And Davis sends it back. Going inside. The great one with the bucket.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
They set the pick. Pass to Houdini. Some nice passing by Oakland here. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Here's the great one. Now here's Mello to the left side wing. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Here's the doctor. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Houdini.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
To the right side. Here's the doctor. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Here's the great one. He's guarded by Russell. Pass to the doctor. 5 to shoot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And the first one at the line is good.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Jenkins, he's checked in for Mello. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And he hasn't had his usual rhythm thus far from the line. I think he's getting back into it with those two.